I was just recalling how in 2003, when I was interim superintendent, there were 600 employees who circulated a petition.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been through that, where it
Yeah.
was like, but you know what? We're all dealing with people who are really fragile, and so the leaders have to really take a lot, take a
Right.
lot in, and just know that number one, you don't know everything, and number two, you don't have to exert power all the time, because it's like a body. The organization is like a body. Everything is interconnected.
Right.
The head, the leader, can't succeed without everybody else. So, dialogue.
Senator?
You can look at any study, any survey that was done. The popularity that you get in the political arena is at best at 60%. Okay, I mean, if it's 60%, you are probably one of the best. Okay, in as far as the political arena. That means basically around that same time, 40% of the people who are going to hate you, are not going to like you. Okay,
For no reason at all.
For no reason
Yeah.
at all.
I didn't like your campaign colors.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay, and they'll hold it to you. Recognizing that though, okay, so then you recognize, all right, that I'm only probably going to get at best 60% support on this thing. But I think the key here is that despite the 60%, or even if you would switch it and say 40% of the people are like you, 60% don't, it's the amount of respect that you can also earn from them. And I say earned, okay,
Yep.
with
Absolutely.
a capital EAR and NED. You don't demand it, okay? You earn it.
Right.
And the way you earn this is whether or not the person doesn't like your decision or not. You show first off that your head, okay, that you believe in what you're doing. You're giving them an opportunity, because in some of the conversations they may contribute that can help in moving that
Right.
on that. So you got to work on that. I think that what you're seeing right now is, whether it's anonymous or not, there seems to be now festering a lack of respect.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that
a common
exists.
theme. Employees feel like they're just not recognized or acknowledged.
Okay.
Or, right. Yeah.
And that's very important. That's very important. You got to remember that it's a political figure, whether you be governor, lieutenant governor, senator, chief of staff, director, deputy director. You only serve as long as the people want you there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's talk about the whisper campaign that's going on, and the whispers that these are all women, and the men at DOC, the guys at GVB, the guys in the guard, they just can't handle a woman
Yeah.
being
That-
the boss.
That cannot be discounted, because men and women have different ways of interpreting communication, interpreting each other's behavior, and that has been proven through research.
Right.
And so a lot of this is why, there are different ways of communication, and so women have a tendency to derive meaning from context, whereas with men it's more like direct, right?
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, okay, so,
We're in marriage class now.
yeah, we can do, so.
Thanks, Doc.
I got a thing or
there-
two to
so
say
you
about
can't-
context.
So in management, as we had talked about, it's really about communication, and in an organization. So there are probably a lot of misinterpretations based on assumptions that people hold at a taken for granted level, and that's why the dialogue is real important.
Well, I got to say this, okay? That probably exists. If it does exist, it exists because, first off, how was it touted? How was
Built
it touted?
way up, right,
Okay,
yeah.
it was built way up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The
So what
future
did it
is
mean
Familao
for
and then-
millennials
right.
that it didn't happen because the women wasn't there?
Right.
Women have always been there. I mean, here's a simple test: turn off the lights. Okay, change the voice.
Right.
Okay, but at the same time, so I
So-
think, but at the same time,
That's right.
it probably exists my observation is because we're touting this a lot. Okay, we recognize, we understand that now. Now move.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make, and I'm not disagreeing with you guys, and especially you, Doc. And with
It's okay to disagree with me.
no, but here's the funny thing, Chris. in all of the organizations, the 3 organizations that I worked for, the 3 top people below me were women. And the guys
But
would
they were below
always-
you, though.
Well, and that's where I'm trying to say. This is where I'm trying to kind of figure that out because
Right.
because the thing is that the guys would always go to the ASO or always go to the administrative assistant or sometimes the private secretary, and they would sort things out sometimes before it even got to me. So I'm just saying, leadership in the government of Guam, women are all over top
Right.
leadership in
Yeah,
our
yeah,
government,
yeah, yeah.
particularly when it comes to
Right.
fiscal
And
matters.
that's kind of the problem I had,
and,
you know.
and the like. So maybe at the tippy top, but the bottom line is I know that our guys in our workforce and the government, a lot of them, man, they love to go to their women leadership
Right.
to try to resolve things and get things done. And women are very strong in our government.
That's kind of the problem I had, just personally reconciling that, you know, this wave of feminism and which obviously I'm a Virgo, totally down, but I just kind of scratched my head and said, wait, I look back in Chamorro history, I can name 20 outstanding women who've, you know, been doing things since before the,
Yeah, we've been doing
you know, the legislature or whatever.
There's always
And so I
been
kind of agree with you.
leadership.
Right. I feel like they built it up based on sex.
That's a good point.
They said, hey, women, they're going to do this, women are going to do that. And when they
The
didn't,
expectation.
And I would.
now they're saying, oh, well, was it because they're women? Well,
No,
I don't
I
think
want-
so.
I wanna tend
I think
to believe-
incompetence, incompetent, whether you're
I want
male
to
or
tend to
female.
believe that they got these positions because of a competency.
Right.
Okay, and that and their skills, and they had that skill enough to be able to do their job, not because they were women. Okay, and when we start to build that up because that is the basis for it, naturally, then you're going to get this kind of response.
Sure, yeah.
You're going to get this.
So you're saying there should have been like, this person is really awesome for the job, you know, super qualified, and they happen to be a woman, instead of this one. Okay.
Good point.
Okay, because I mean, Dr. Nerissa
Underwood.
Underwood. Okay, at one point in time,
Careful.
because you were Schaefer.
Easy, watch your
Uncle
context.
Bob,
Okay,
Uncle
all
Bob,
right.
Uncle Bob, okay, don't worry. Okay, but look, okay, she managed the largest organization. Okay, did she get that because she was a woman? No, she got that because of her competency, because there was trust in the leadership and things that she provided. I remember there are times, you know, when we worked emergency operations together, you know, as a Homeland Security advisor, I lean a lot of times on the Department of Education.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
It wasn't because she, okay? It's because I know she was coming. I know that if I turned to her and I said, Doc, I need this. Can we do this? Can we work this out? I knew that that could be done because based on what her skills, her competency, not because she was a man or woman.
I think part of the problem is that in order to tout the success of, you know, women in general, we have to reiterate and somehow reinforce that there's just rampant sexism, which I'm saying I'm not saying there isn't, but I mean, I've worked for women the last 20 years of my career, and I love it. I mean, I've worked for men too, and I mean, to me, competence, competent, yeah. So, I guess last thoughts. We got a couple minutes here.
Thanksgiving.
Sure. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey.
Yeah, what a great respite.
Well, it doesn't really sound like we're thankful for anything.
I'm thankful.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
for
let
me,
me ask you, because
I'm
we're doing a
thankful
segment.
that we're
Sure.
able to have this dialogue.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where else in the world, others outside of where who we are and the allegiances that we have? Okay. Some people can get mad at me for that, but it's the alliance that we have that allows us to be able to be free and open
Yes.
and do things. In places, other places, people get shot.
Right.
People are killed because of this.
Yes.
And we have that ability. Now, but you know, the thing is, what I hope for is that in this ability, that this dialogue is created so that things can get better. It's easy to armchair quarterback.
Right.
Okay?
It's fun.
Easy. It's fun to armchair
Right.
quarterback. All right?
Yeah, I gotta agree. I'm thankful for all those employees who are brave enough and willing to speak up. I'm thankful. Hopefully, now we're gonna see a major shift in the way you know, the administration deals with these issues, because the people out there are a little frustrated right now, and I think there's so many other things we need to be concentrating on that need to get done. And hopefully, this
I feel
management
like we've been
things sort
concentrating
themselves
on everything instead of what need, like DOC and the hospital. I
Amen.
can't get like, what are we doing?
out. Amen. New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really thankful that we do have individuals who step up to provide public service, whether they are the leaders or the support staff, because it's tough. It's really, it's not easy. Even our elected leaders, it's really hard. Um, the public deprecation is consistent.
We don't have
and-
another hour. We
and
can't talk about them.
But for me personally, I'm really thankful. This year was really tough in our family, and so because of that really hard situations, I'm very thankful that as hard as it was, I was able to experience God's presence.
Amen.
And I am so thankful, even for those tough times.
Amen.
Well,
Chris, one last one. We got to be thankful for our families.
Yes.
Okay, whether it be
Yes.
in this position or the position
Yes.
director, deputy director, major, whatever. Because without that familial support, that doesn't exist outside of everybody else that hates you. When we're talking about the 60-40, okay, these people love you unconditionally.
Yes.
The families. Thank
Well, there
you
you
to
go.
our
Hey.
families.
And my final point is, I have no problem with the fact that my wife is my boss.
No, I don't.
And I'm
Chris,
thankful
you know,
that she-
anonymous
you know.
letters coming.
No,
And
anonymous
I'll bring
letters
this.
from me.
My wife has given me the permission. I can say this on okay? Okay? I am the man of the house. And she
Yes.
will tell you, I am you want to know why? I man the washing machine, I man the dryer, I man the lawnmower. Okay?
You've been telling that joke for years. Okay, no more final points.
No
Okay,
more.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey,
Politicians, you just, come on.
This won't stop. Thanks so much for watching the after party for our guests, former Senators Frank Blas Jr., Dr. Nerissa Underwood, and former Senator Chris Duenas. My name is Chris Barnett. Hasta Joas.